Have you guys ever noticed how an Andrewsarchus's belly just kind of jiggles back and forth every time it breathes? That is so weird. Anyway, hi. Yeah, I'm still recovering from the last episode. It was a lot. If you guys didn't catch it, go and check it out. A lot happened. Me and my comfort pig here have just been chilling, catching our breath, making sure we're human again. But we can't do that all day. We've got stuff to do. And first and foremost, I gotta breed the Basilosauruses that we tamed up in the last episode. So, we tamed up 3. I think the lowest one was this one, which was a 130 wild tame. Great. It's a very meh Basilosaurus. None of its stats are particularly great. The other 2 aren't necessarily better, but they do have the highest stats in the necessary categories. I think the female Basilosaurus, which was the highest level of them, or 145, has the highest health and the highest stamina. And the second Basilosaurus we tamed has the highest weight and the highest melee. So I am going to go ahead and breed these 2 together, and we're gonna get ourselves... Whoa. Hi. And we're gonna get ourselves an imprinted... Well, a number of imprinted Basilosauruses, because we need backups. You always breed extra. And, you know, we might as well just get a perfect mating pair. Maybe I want to do mutations somewhere down the line, but that is not the plan for today. No! First, we're gonna breed them together, get an imprinted guy, and then we've got some taming to do, my friends. Oh, also, I named a couple of creatures from the last episode, or the last couple of episodes. First, the Baryonyx, we named her Sharkbait, because, well, she got chewed on a lot in the last episode, so yeah. We also named our Thorny Dragon Angry Beaver, because that's really all they are. They are angry beavers. Such adorable little angry beavers. We named our Doedicurus Mace, well, because it kind of looks like a spiked mace, a medieval weapon. And then, of course, we named our Ankylosaurus Sally, because she looks like a Sally. Ain't that right? Yeah, you look like a Sally. And also, you know, because it's a second also after the first also, I love how you can squeeze Basilosauruses into really tiny spaces. Like, there's no way an actual whale would have been able to survive. Look at that! How? How are they doing that? Anyway, I've got them in this little pond here. It's the first pond, the closest pond that I could find that is kind of deep enough to throw them out in. None of the others were. And I've set up a whole bunch of fish food for them to eat, and they've been breeding. I've got a number of them. This is, like... My breeding rates are rather exceptional, right? Look at that, there they go again. I think most dinos can pop an egg out every 30 seconds or so. Well, maybe once a minute if you include the cooldown in between breeding. Those are for the really big extreme dinos, right? So, my breeding is quite exceptional. And I can come and look through these guys, and what I'm looking for, right, is the color of the left numbers needs to be on health and stamina pink, and then on weight and melee blue. And then I'll know that I've got the stats in the right place that I'm looking for. However, it doesn't look like any of these have those correct stat combinations. No, not yet. That's alright. We're gonna let them go for a while, we're gonna let them breed, and eventually I'll have a couple to choose from, I'm sure. And maybe I can even get some cool colors out of these two, because, well, they're both kind of funky colored. I really like this blue, but I don't know that I like the pink on its tail. I think I'd prefer to have the light blue of the other one's tail. I think we're getting there. We're getting closer. They're not perfect yet, but this one here has everything acceptable, right? The only 4 stats I'm really concerned about are health, stamina, weight, melee. Okay? I don't care whether it gets the higher or the lower of oxygen, food, or movement. The variation isn't that great. I've got a female with exactly the same stats. Right, so they've both got the lower food but the higher oxygen and movement, and then the good preferable stats. But their colors aren't the same, so that is going to be... I'd prefer them, if I'm going to start mutating, to be identical, to have the same colors down the line. But for now, that is a stat match pair, which is perfect. I also have this one, which is the inverse, and has the lower movement and the lower oxygen, which is fine. It's perfectly usable. But the one I'm actually going to use today, an imprint now, I think is going to be this one, because it has a melee mutation. Coincidentally, that is perfect. That is exactly what I want. There we go. They're all raised up. Funny enough that they're all blue. They all got the blue backs, which is kind of cool. Only one of them got the blue belly, and that's currently the backup plan one. Which you can kind of see that it's the tip of its tail. It has the two blue little eye drop thingies there. Yeah. All of the others got the pink belly, but that's okay. That's fine. Ultimately, we're gonna end up mutating the crap out of these, I'm sure, eventually. I don't know, I've never tried to mutate Bassies, so... I really hate, though, how they've all just got these. Like, they all have the 20 pieces of oil. And that's just gonna... it's irritating. Anyway, there are so many bags around. Let's see, I'm gonna pick all of this stuff up now. I don't think I'm gonna leave any of this here. I'm not gonna need any of this stuff right now. That was just to kind of temporarily house this bit of breeding operation over there. For now, I can go and put some of the excess stuff away, and then we can go and test our imprinted and single mutation Basilosaurus. Alright. Let's go ahead and pick up Napoleon. We don't want to leave him standing around where he can get hurt. So I've got the mutated one in my inventory, and I've named it Sea Sausage because I always name my Basilosauruses, at least my main ones, Sea Sausage. And I've got its father here as a comparison, right, for an unimprinted one. So this is the male that had the higher weight and the higher melee. Now its health is only 1.1 level lower than the female. So you can kind of see the imprint took it from around 16,500 hit points up to 23,500 hit points. That's good. That's 7,000 on top. That's a lot more hit points. And the melee goes from 433.8 to 602. Now there is a mutation there as well, but one mutation level I don't think is necessarily going to make massive difference. It is just, it's 2 levels pumped into a stat basically. So let's go ahead and throw these on, hop onto this here Basilosaurus, and without pumping anything into any levels, we are going to go and bite something and just see how much damage this guy does. Just a regular old fish will do, 203. Okay, so that's our baseline that we're working with. Now if we throw Sea Sausage out and hop onto his back, what can we bite? Oh, 367! That is a significant improvement. I am very happy with that. I'm pretty sure that is a lot higher than either the Sarco or the Baryonyx could perform. Whoa, sorry, turned you into a noodle in the last episode. The Sarco did like 110 and the Baryonyx in the beginning did... Oh, there's another. 15. Did what, 130? Or something? So this is a good improvement, and it has a lot more hit points. Okay, let's kill our first alpha with it, get a couple of levels onto it. And all of the mantas. Come on, the alpha's getting bloody. We're very close. There we go! That's a dead alpha. Give it a minute. 26 levels, that is glorious. And the hit points go up by a massive amount for each level. These things are absolute hit point mountains, bags, sacks of the stuff. Woo, that's not a bad crossbow. Not as good as the one we have. So yeah, I like getting a Basilosaurus to around 100,000 hit points. That's where I like to keep them. So got a couple more levels we need to pump into that. Hi! And then the rest can just go into stamina. Maybe melee. But they're not really heavy hitters in the grand scheme of things. They're more your overall traverser, and ultimately, I got a Basilosaurus because I want to hunt jellyfish. But of course, as soon as I'm ready for the jellyfish, there aren't any to be found. What's going on? Where are all the jellyfish? Okay, I gotta find a couple because I want that biotoxin, my friends. All of it. Every little ounce they got to give. Our first jellyfish! There we go! 75 biotoxin. That ain't gonna get me very far. But it's a start. Yay! Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep doing this. Oh, there's another one. And another. Hey, now we're in it. No. You need to be able to hit the jellyfish, you stupid sea slug. There we go. Okay. And harvest. Come on. That's it. Biggest downside with water creatures, they don't do backwards. Yeah, that sucks. Anywho, let's go get that jellyfish. This is roughly where I tamed the last bunch. And I recall there being a lot of jellyfish, but I think I wiped them out and then immediately proceeded to not take the biotoxin with me. Yeah, that's one of my smartest moments, believe it or not. You are just a regular leaves. I'll take the prime meat though. Oh. Only downside I have with Fjordur's oceans, they're fairly shallow, right? So if you're just hovering kind of in the middle, bam, outside, and then you can't see a damn thing. Are all of those jellyfish? What? They are. I think I've hit the jackpot. Oh yeah, okay. This is where we get all of the biotoxin, my friends. Yup. I'm just gonna sit here, and the eels can't hurt me, and the jellyfish can't hurt me, and this is why you get a Basilosaurus. On whatever map you are. If there's an ocean, you get one of these fishies. And I know it's not a fish, it's a whale. It's a mammal. Alright? This majestic beast is a mammal. Hey, and we even get to fight another alpha meg! And a whole lot of other things. Luckily, my whale has a lot of hit points. I can just sit here and soak up all the damage for a while. Yep, come on. That's alright. I gotcha. Anyone else want some, or is it just me and the alpha left? Mano y mano. I think I'm doing more damage than it is. I have this sneaky suspicion. I don't know what gives me that idea, but I have this sneaky suspicion that I'm doing more damage. There we go, we got him. What do we get from that? Ooh, some nice hatchets. My hatchet is not nearly as good. I will take that. Thank you very much. Not bad crossbows. My crossbow's better. But good enough to keep. Alright, I've got 3,000 stamina on the whale now. I've got 100k health. I think all of the rest can go into melee at this point. Let's see. What do we do? Hey, 456. grand. Alright, we got a whale, my friends. Although the only real reason I wanted a good whale was for those guys, the jellyfish, and... well, I've got nearly 4,000 biotoxins, so I would call this mission successful. I'm just gonna chew up these last ones real quick. So we should, at this point, have a good amount of biotoxin, and I think I can pull metal ingots. We've got some, not a massive amount, but there are some there. Let's see, I'm gonna need these guys. I don't have any more metal ingots in here, no. Throw those in there, weapons, ammo. What else am I missing? Oh, I need to turn it on. Of course! That is what I'm looking for. Good ammo. Yes. Actually, before I carry on, I need to make... I think it's time for us to get into the electric stuff. So let's make... I'm gonna need a fridge. Might not have all the things that I need for this. Alright, I can make a generator. I may have needed to up my metal output just a little bit. I hate waiting for stuff. I'm impatient. Anywho, while all that is going, I apologize for all of the noise, we now have a relatively decent supply of shocking trank darts. Right? So, that means, my friends, it is time to go and tame some things. Unfortunately, it is not going to be fast tamed, they are just going to be faster and easier to knock out. Because I still don't have access to kibble, necessarily. And the things I'm aiming to tame, well, they're herbivores. So, berries. Lots and lots of berries. So what could it possibly be that I want to tame? What is a herbivore that I'm going to need really good trank darts to tame? Well, Stegos. We need some really good Stegos going forward. And I figured, why not go with some good level Tek Stegos? So this is the first kinda semi-high level Tek Stego I've found. Remember, Tek Dinos do come, I think, 25 or 20% higher levels than regular dinos. So while my usual max level is 150, I think the max level for Stegos is 170, 180? 180, I think. So yeah, this 168 is not the highest, not the second highest, I think it's the third highest. Which is pretty good. I mean, that's like taming up a 135. So, I can net it. I don't think I'm going to. Unless the others want to partake as well. I'm not sure they're gonna. Because regular Stegos are usually racist and don't like their tech brethren getting... well, don't really care about their tech brethren getting hurt. But yeah, let's go ahead. Whoa, Galley, get out of my way. I need you to move, buddy. Run. There we go. I could probably have gotten up on a cliff and tried to do this, but... I mean... you can outrun a Stego. And there, it's already torpor running. This is why I wanted either a better rifle or better ammunition for the job. Because even with shocking trank darts, I've put a lot into this guy. Do not attack my bird. Fine, you can get stuck on the bird. Just don't hit him. Napoleon is a delicate creature. I mean, damn, how many of these things am I gonna have to put into you? Go down! There we go! Alright. Those guys are fighting raptors. Those raptors made a really, really big mistake. They tried to do the math. They just suck at math. Anywho, we've got our first Tek Stego knocked unconscious. Why is that still there? Why is this thing not dead yet? It needs to starve. That's the Basilosaurus we tried to tame in the last episode, and then it just kind of glitched through the earth. and I couldn't get to it anymore, so oops. Let's go ahead. I highly doubt I'm gonna need more than 130 berries. That is possible. Let's throw that in there. How many? Youch. 1.6% per berry. Yeah, these guys are not gonna tame out very well, but it's okay. I'm gonna aim to tame at least two of them of different genders. Might go for more if I find more. And there we just hit max level, I believe. Yeah, no more XP to gain. I'd like to breed them. I'd like to get an imprinted one, so it doesn't really matter what level these guys come out as. I mean, the imprint will make a very big difference. Lighting is so bad on this map. I'm gonna leave it there, and we're gonna fly out of render distance and hope that it's okay until it finishes taming. Yeah. We're taming Stegos. That's the main game of this episode. What's left of it. I realize there's not a whole lot left of it. That's a giga. 60! Your poop! The other one's a lot better. The one that chewed on my butt. Alright, I gotta find at least one high-level, well, high-ish level, female Tek Stego. I'll bring you guys back as soon as I do, though. That one down there is a gorgeous Tek Stego. Man, those colors are great. Unfortunately, it is a terrible level. So, not that one. Yeah, it's taking me a little bit to find another good level. I found tons of Tek Stegos, just not a good Tek Stego. I quickly had to log out, and when I logged back in, that Stego's taming thing has frozen, so I'm on my way back there to go and check up on it. Pretty sure it should be tamed by now, but I found this one, which is one increment lower. That's a 168. Where is it there? This is a 162. I think that I'm going to try and tame this one as well. It is a female and that is a male. So that would be technically a breeding pair. There are aloes over there. So they're a bit of a distance away, so I can pretend they are not there. We'll see. I'll have the net gun out and ready, and if they come closer, I'll just net them. Those two are stuck on one another, so they won't move, but no. You know what I mean? Come on. I'm gonna net this guy. This girl, sorry. And then we're just gonna come over here and we're gonna shoot her until she falls unconscious. Ah! Okay, that's bad. I wasn't really keeping track of how long the net had been in place. But alright, this is fine. Now she's mad at me, so she's following me. Which means I can lead her this way a little bit. Further away from... Oh, I don't want to go this way. No, leave my Stego alone. No, no, no. Of course this is a high-level Rex. Why do you have to be a high-level Rex? Leave my Stego. No. Yes. Bleed it. Bleed it. Kill it. Good Stego. Go Stego. It's dead. Is it safe-ish to land here? I think so. Real quick. We're gonna net that guy. Girl. Alright. We're gonna fly back down here. And we're gonna keep going with this. Ah, now her head's on the ground. She's unconscious. And I didn't ruin it. Wonderful. Perfect. So let's see. Berries. Gonna throw half of these berries onto it. Then we're gonna fly away. Where's that other aloe? The one that is free to roam. Okay, it's way over there. Perfect. Let's go check on the other one and then we'll come back. Well, we'll keep looking. It would be nice to find a 180, I think. Alright, so the 168 is still busy taming. It hasn't really progressed much further. So we'll leave that one right where it is and we'll keep looking. It would be nice to find a high level. I know I've said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. Because it would. Gosh darn it! Got out! Well, we'll give it a little bit. Wait until it's ready to be netted again and then net it once more and continue. You stuck in a tree? No, no, it's not. Go ahead and reload this. There we go. That's one unconscious. Tek Stegosaurs. Where's my bird? There you are. Hi, Napoleon. I didn't lose you, I promise. I'm not like those mothers who lose their kids in malls. My mom did that. Alright. Go ahead and put you onto a tracker. That is 2 females and a male. We'll just have to see what kind of stats we get out of them. Of course, I went and put the rest of the Mejo berries I had onto that one last guy. So, guess what I'm doing for a little bit. Hey, and that is our 3rd Stego tamed. Let's go ahead and grab this one. And this one. And the 3rd one as well. So we tamed up 3 Tek Stegos, and while they were not the highest Tek Stegos ever, they were all higher than the standard default max height for normal dinos, so that's pretty good. That means they should have decent-ish stats, right? Well, in my inventory I've got them all. 2 of them were females, 1 was a male, and the male, I believe, actually has... Let's have a look. The male has the highest stamina of the 3, which is the only high stat it has. Highest stat it has. Its weight is good, its melee is okay, but its stamina is the highest of the 3. The 2nd Stego we tamed has the highest health at 37 levels into it, and it has the highest melee at 44, which is drastically higher than either of the other 2, who has it at 37 and 30, I believe. Yeah. The only other stat I'm kind of concerned with is weight. However, the male has a 42 in weight, and the 3rd female has a 43 in weight. That is the only stat that the 3rd Stego has that is the highest. I don't think I'm going to use this 3rd Stego then, because there's only 1 level discrepancy between the 2. They are basically the same. 930 versus 920. So I'm going to use the male, and from it we need stamina and weight. And then we're going to use the 2nd Stego, the 1st female we tamed, and from it we need health and melee. And those stats need to be combined together. However, I don't think that's going to happen in this episode. I'll probably just do it in between episodes, get them bred. You all know how the stat combining works. We kind of did it with the with the Basilosauruses in the beginning of this episode. Yeah, well, by the next episode, the Stegos will be ready, because I've got big plans for the next episode, my friends. In the next episode, we are taming the Desmodus draculae, the fearsome bat, the blood drinker of this game. So, if you look forward to that, stick around, subscribe, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Give me a like. Really appreciate it. Comment down below. And I'll see you guys in that next episode. Bye.